Hi guys, this is Tony at Nidale High School, AP Biology student. Today I'm going to go over photosynthesis. This is my project at Mr. Scanlon's room. Alright, so photosynthesis is the changing of carbon dioxide, water into glucose and simple sugars through the light energy. And the goal of life and the goal of photosynthesis is to make ATP, which is essential molecule for every living organism. So the chemical equation of photosynthesis is 6 carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water through light energy and enzymes and the chlorophyll give us 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen and 36 ATP. Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast inside the plant cell. So what we have here is the chloroplast, and it contains of outer membrane, inner membrane space, or just like an empty space, like a gap. We have the inner membrane itself, and the liquid part is the yellow part inside here. As you see, is this stroma. It's just liquid, and that's where the Calvin cycle takes place. And the green you can call it pancakes, as Mr. Scanlon's told me before. So these pancakes are, each one is called as thylakoid, and a bunch of pancakes or thylakoid form a granum, and the light dependent reaction takes place inside the thylakoid. So let's see how this is work. Now we are in the first portion of photosynthesis, which is the light dependent reaction. So what happens here is light comes to the chloroplast through PS2, which is not PlayStation 2, it's photosystem 2. And the reason it's called photosystem 2 and we have photosystem 1 is photosystem 2 was explored or became known after photosystem 1. So the light, as we said, the light comes to the chloroplast through photosystem 2 to break down the water into hydrogen ion and oxygen. Now the oxygen is just byproduct, so it go out the chloroplast. After it go out the chloroplast, and we're gonna use it in the cellular respiration, and if we had time, we can go over it. So after the oxygen goes out the chloroplast, electrons go to photosystem 1, as we mentioned before, through the electron transport chain to get re-excited or re-energized. But the question here is, what happened to the hydrogen ions? It go to the NADP reductase. At what happens basically is that it gather all the hydrogen ions and combine them with the NADP to form NADPH. Then through the other enzymes and other molecules that provide 1P or 1-phosphor, ADP, which is adenosine triphosphate, go to the ATP synthase in order to make ATP, and to be specific, to make 36 ATP out of this reaction. So now we are out of the thylakoid membrane. We are in the stroma, or the liquid part. The Calvin cycle takes place in the stroma or the liquid part, as I mentioned before. So Calvin cycle has 4 steps. That's the most simple steps I can break down the Calvin cycle into. So step 1. Step 1 is the RUBP refix, or make something, we call it carbon fixation, to refix the carbon in order to make 12 molecules of 3-PGA compounds. You don't need to worry about the name. That process takes 12 ATP. I'm sorry, just 12 ATP, and they becomes 12 ADP, adenosine diphosphate. said before, ADP stands for adenosine triphosphate. That was my mistake. Step 2 in the Calvin cycle. Step 2 is the oxidation of 12 NADPH into NADP positive to make 12 G3P. You also don't worry about the name. Step 3, 2 G3P go out the cycle, and by using ATP and Rubisco change into RUBP in order to start the cycle again, and the cycles continue. We have more time. Let's go over cellular respiration. The first part of cellular respiration is called glycolysis. Basically, is just breaking down glucose into molecules called pyruvates, and that's the only thing we need to know about glycolysis. Is the first part of the chart. Just pretty simple: glucose to pyruvate. That's it. Cellular respiration takes place inside a very, very, very awesome organelle inside the cell. Is called the mitochondria. The mitochondria consist of a lot of stuff like ribosomes, granules, ATP synthase particles, and the most important thing here is the matrix. Cellular respiration takes place inside the matrix, specifically the Krebs cycle. Let's move on to the Krebs cycle inside the matrix. Alright, now we are inside the matrix. We are introducing the Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is just, it has more, it's complicated. It has water comes in, water goes out, water help in the Krebs cycle. We have also two new friends that introduce themselves to us. They are NAD and FAD, NADP, NADH, and NAD, and FAD and FADH2. These are our new friends. Basically, the Krebs cycle is the purpose from the Krebs cycle is storing the energy that we took and give us more ATP, like 2 or 4, from 2 to 6 ATP. I'm not quite sure, but it's just helpful. And ATP, as we said, is the essential molecule for every living organism. That's pretty much it. Pretty basic, pretty easy, a little bit easy, I'm not gonna lie. It's tough, a little bit tough. So I hope you like it, and I hope it was helpful. So please subscribe, and we also accept donations. Thank you.